Gary, congratulations, up to second in the Premier League table with a victory over a man who you respect on that hockey, Nathan Aspinall. You must be over the moon.
I do. I mean, even back home when that's on, very rarely do I watch it, but I always like if Michael's on or Nathan's playing. I like watching Nathan playing. You know, he bounces with that. You know, he's like a wee firecracker up there. He's always on the go. Great little player. I've got a lot of respect for that lad, for a darts player. You know, he's not done it a heck of a long time like most of us, but he's definitely one of the talents that's going to be there for the next 5-10 years.
This darts action you bought on Amazon's doing alright, isn't it? Another ton plus, average 6-180s.
It's all about the action, isn't it? It's all about the throwing action. But I mean, the practice board are going great, you know. But still up there tonight, I still have that dead spot. And I don't know where it comes from or why it does it. But you know, I done it last night, and I was absolutely cheesed off with myself. Really cheesed off with myself.
I was going to say, talking about last night, did you go back to the room and did you have a few harsh words with yourself?
I think there would be question marks and funny signs all the way up the corridor, up the stairs, right to my left. I was absolutely livid, absolutely human with what I'd done. You know, I was that far ahead of Glen. Even like when I hit the double for tops for 80. I never went for double tops in my first start. I was aiming high to keep myself away for double 10, and I went off the board. Unfortunate, the next two went in. So you might have thought I went double, but no, I was aiming for the high 20.
I know you're second, but on reflection, should you be joint top right now?
Could have been. You know, if I hadn't made a complete dogs, whatever you call it, mock-up of it. But it could have been. But listen, I'm happy to be back playing, and it's getting there. Each time it's getting, like I say, it's done me the world of good coming here for about a week and just throwing darts. So I've been home, I've been throwing darts.
Looking back on the first half of the Premier League restart, how do you assess your first mini session of the Premier League back?
I think I was just starting to get into my flow towards the end of the last, before the break. I was just starting same again, back playing, constantly playing, and it was going good. And then, of course, another 4, 5, 6 months off, back to square one. You know, and I think I've came back here. I had the 3 nights on the internet, thanks to True Speed and the PDC for causing me a headache. And then we came here for the Players' Championships, and then from there till the match play, hadn't thrown a dart, you know, and I scraped my way to the final. Absolutely dreadful in the final, but came here, and it's been getting better and better each night.
There's that little glint in your eye, like you said last night. You were cheesed off of yourself. Now, when that happens, we all kind of know how this goes, how the story progresses from there. I used to get wild up, and that's it. Ain't losing again. But that did. Even when I phoned Rachel back home, she never talked about darts because you could tell I was absolutely minging about it, you know. So it was Even Tommy never phoned me. So that tells you, my face must have said it all. Nice few days off now. Do you need this little mini break just to reset yourself? Or?
I don't actually know. I'm looking forward to it, but I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. You know, I think tomorrow like we say, me and Smithy's having a couple of days out fishing. Whitey's joining us on Sunday. So I think the hardest part I've got over the next 2 is getting Michael out of his bed.
Do you fancy your chances of getting him out of bed before?
You've got more chance of me hitting 10-9 darters back to back than getting him out of his bed. But nah, he likes the fishing, you know. Usually when we're in Australia and we go away fishing, he's up at 4 o'clock, he's up and ready for it. So yeah, it's a wee break.
Looking at the table now, 2 more wins, does that secure you a place at finals night, do you think?
You're asking the wrong person. You know what I'm like on stats. Don't know, don't care. Listen, we'll just keep going, see what happens. If I can make it to the top 4 for the finals night, then absolutely superb after the last 2 years that I've had. So yeah, it'd be good.
If you do get to finals night, you're going to have a little bit of bragging rights in that practice room, because you're the one that doesn't practice, doesn't play in between, yet still making all these finals when everyone else is trying their backside off.
I know it sounds big-headed, but I do giggle at myself at, you know, because even the boys that I work with, I'm out working 7 days a week now, and I'm loving it, you know. They'll tell you, by the time I get home, I ain't looking at a dartboard, you know. It's simple as that. I've just got a few things to sort out, and then if I do start getting time to myself, I might get back to practicing, but I can't practice on my own. You know, I've got a lovely darts room back home, and it's nothing worse than standing there on your own for a few hours. You know, I don't know how the lads do it. I think they all do it on the internet now, don't they? They'll yap onto each other and that. And you'll not get me doing that.
Gary, pleasure as always, and enjoy a few days fishing.
Thank you, Phil. If you've been staying